Hi, I'm Neon Geode, and today we're going to talk about what's happened to Minecraft Let's Plays and how that relates to the future of my channel. Stick around to the end to learn why I'm going to be starting a true Let's Play series in 2026, despite that very possibly being a crazy idea. So let's jump right in and talk about the YouTube algorithm. A lot has been said about it before by a lot of different people. I've certainly had a lot to say about it in the privacy of my own house, and not much I've had to say about it has been very kind. When YouTube recommends to me the same boring videos in the same genres and topics that I've watched before, despite the fact that I'm 1000% sure there are so many videos out there that I would truly enjoy watching and would never know how to search for on my own and could not predict even exist in the first place. If only YouTube would use their knowledge of my preferences for good and surface those videos that I would find truly compelling instead of surfacing all the same videos exactly like the ones I've watched hundreds of times before. But the reality is that the YouTube algorithm really is giving me what I want, or at least what I'm actually most likely to watch all the way through in the moment. Not necessarily what's going to be satisfying for me in the long run, not what I'd admit to wanting to watch, but what the algorithm knows I will watch. There's a certain perverse logic to it. I might watch through one video on some obscure topic, and then YouTube will recommend me 10 other videos on the exact same topic in the exact same style, knowing that I'll likely at least tolerate watching through it again. Even though watching the same thing 9 more times by 9 different people isn't really going to scratch my itch in the same way that seeing something new and different would. But if the algorithm dares to show me a diversity of content, it knows that I'll have to wade through it all to find those hidden gems that will leave me truly interested and satisfied. Let's plays, or at least traditional Let's plays, aren't like the engaging but cookie cutter content that YouTube knows is likely to succeed with me. They're much more personal. I may have to sift through quite a few to find a series or a creator who I really connect with and want to keep watching. Why should the algorithm suggest that I do that when it can suggest many other options that it knows I'll sit through and watch? So, if I want to find a Let's Play that I really connect with in 2026, it's on me. It's on me to ignore the algorithm, do the legwork, maybe give a chance to some videos and series that don't end up being quite for me in order to find something that really resonates with me. If you're like me and craving the honesty and authenticity and simplicity of that kind of content and the connection and community that goes along with it, there's probably no shortcut other than taking the effort to sidestep the algorithm and do it the hard way by actively seeking it out. I've had this idea for some time of doing a Let's Play series in my forever world. I've seen people doing various challenge seeds or Superflat challenges or hardcore challenges, and it's always interesting to me, especially because the idea of starting a new world and the early game gameplay loop is always so enticing. And even more so when you have a 5-year-old forever world and you spend all your time in there and you really haven't been through that experience in quite some time. But I honestly don't spend that much time playing Minecraft where I could realistically start a new world and expect that I would still give my forever world the attention I want to give it. I want so much more to see the progress accumulate in this world over time and build it into something special than I want the fun and excitement of a new world. Realistically, it's one or the other, and if I have to choose, I choose my forever world. But what if I could have it both ways? So, my first idea for a challenge within my forever world was to take a portion of my world, dig down to y equals 0, and flatten the entire area filling it in with dirt and grass like a Superflat world. Then strand myself with nothing, no items, no bonus chest, and build myself a civilization starting from nothing but dirt and grass. If you've never seen a challenge like this, it's a lot of fun, but also really difficult. Working your way up from the tech tree from nothing to wood, then water, then gold, then villagers, all without any access to stone or smelting or ores or the nether or any of the things that come along with that. So, part of the difficulty in starting a Minecraft Let's Play series in 2026 is that almost everyone has played Minecraft, even if they don't actively play it right now, or at least they've been exposed to it. It's rare that somebody who would really enjoy the game hasn't already played it. And it's hard to recreate that same joy of watching someone experience Minecraft for the first time and see their authentic and spontaneous reactions. And then working through the challenges along with viewers in the comments section who are learning and suggesting ideas at the same time. Regardless of the challenges of fighting the YouTube algorithm, sometimes trying to recreate the past exactly is just impossible. But I think that's part of what makes these sorts of challenge worlds interesting. Even if I do have some idea of what I'm trying to work my way up to from nothing but dirt, it's still going to be something I've never exactly experienced before, despite thousands of hours playing Minecraft. And if any of my viewers have seen this specific challenge, they've likely only seen it once or twice, not dozens or hundreds of times over. And certainly not within the context of creating a challenge like this within my forever world. So that's what I've done. I've taken this section of a plains biome in my forever world and dug down all the way to y equals 0, mostly with netherite pickaxes and a beacon, but also with some surprisingly fun wither mining. I thought about using TNT, but I don't dupe items in my forever world, and it would have still been a lot of effort to build and babysit a TNT perimeter clearing machine along with farming all the gunpowder and mining all the sand. By spending just a bit more time, maybe more than a bit more time, mining by hand, I have hundreds of thousands of blocks now to use for other projects in my forever world. So then I took the hole, lined the bottom with obsidian to recreate the bedrock floor, filled it all in with 2 layers of dirt and a layer of grass, just like a Superflat world, and then lined the walls with concrete to create a fake sky. I'll be stranding myself in this hole, starting with absolutely nothing, working my way up to wood, then water, then gold, then villagers, and trading, and iron farms, and minecarts, and as much as I can possibly achieve, starting from nothing and with no stones or ores or the nether. So let's talk about what I'm trying to do with my YouTube channel anyway. I certainly wasn't expecting massive success within a year of starting to make content, and I certainly haven't. Not when YouTube is so difficult to get into, not when trying to create Minecraft content is about as crowded a genre as you could possibly pick, not when I'm not the most naturally charismatic person in the world, not when this is just something I'm doing on the side and not my job. And I'm sure I could go on and on with this list of all the reasons I have not found the massive success I was never expecting to achieve. For one thing, I was really just trying to put myself out there. I know I have a lot of things I want to say and a lot of things that are worth saying. I also know that for someone like me, being comfortable saying those things takes practice. I can't expect to just wake up one day and be natural at expressing everything I want to say. So there's just no shortcut to putting myself out there and trying and practicing over and over again until I've reached the level of comfort I'm hoping to achieve. I think my main Let's Play series for my Forever World is a bit muddled. Some episodes have been true Let's Play episodes where I'm experiencing something new for the first time, like one of the new updates and recording my live reactions. But Others have been more scripted takes on bigger projects, and others have been more experimental in nature. And none of those approaches have truly caught on. Because I'm already 5 years into my forever world, and also just in general, I like to do a lot of big projects. But big projects don't really lend themselves to the traditional Let's Play style episodes. Instead, it works considerably better to take all of those hours of gameplay footage, condense it down to 10 or 20 minutes, write a script, and create a nicely edited and hopefully engaging product. This is great and all. I've really enjoyed doing these sorts of projects and then writing a script about some topic that relates to it, and I find interesting, and hopefully viewers will find interesting as well. But spending my time playing the game as usual and recording a script after the fact maybe isn't quite scratching that itch for becoming more comfortable speaking off the cuff in the same way you would in a traditional Let's Play episode. I think there is one great upside, though, to not having achieved any great success with my YouTube channel, which is that I really have nothing to lose. If I want to make a traditional, lightly edited Let's Play series, I can just do it. There's no solidified audience I'm worried about losing. If I think it's going to be worthwhile and fun for me, if I think people might find it interesting, and if it's something I would enjoy watching someone else do, I can just do it without any fear that I'm going to destroy my YouTube channel in the process. So let me talk to you about the production of the fake Superflat series. This series is going to be lightly edited and unpolished. Because of the nature of this specific challenge, there may be some spots that are a bit grindy, where I have to cut parts out or fast forward through some of the boring parts. But mostly, I'll just be trying to talk about what I'm doing in the gameplay, how the challenges work, and what I'm working towards next, or what I'm doing that week in real life, or just whatever topic is on my mind that week while I try to progress through the challenge. Once I've recorded the gameplay, I hope for it to be quick and straightforward to edit an episode. The schedule for Fake Superflat is going to be very regular. One video a week, releasing on the same day of the week at the same time every week. The first video will be going out on Monday, June 1st. When I have time and when I feel like it, I will still record other videos. In my main series, I will stick to making videos more like this one, or my lore video, or my yak shaving video, where I work on a larger build and do a deep dive connecting it to some other topic I find interesting. For other builds, I'll just stick to shorts. And I'd love to do more seed shorts, taking a look at interesting seeds. Outside of the fake Superflat series, the lean will be towards this more polished, engaging content. But really, I'm not promising anything because I'll be trying to get outside and enjoy my summer and working on other projects like my pixel shape generator app or other non Minecraft related projects. I may not be spending too much time in my forever world at all apart from this new series. And obviously, this is not a job for me, and I have a full-time job, so I'm really only going to be doing this to the extent that it's fun for me, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm not overworking myself. So if the thought of a traditional Let's Play series doing an interesting challenge in 2026 sounds interesting to you, please like, subscribe, comment, and tell your friends. And remember to watch your subscription feed like a hawk and go out of your way to watch this if it sounds like something you might like to watch. Again, the first episode will go out on Monday, June 1st. The algorithm is not going to make sure you watch. Don't wait for YouTube to recommend my new series on your feed because YouTube will not. I've been making videos now for a year without too much success, but hopefully you can see that I'm very committed to my forever world. I'm committed to this channel, and I'm committed to this new Let's Play series. So if it completely bombs, that's okay, because I will still enjoy doing the challenge, and I have no reason to cut the series short. So if you want to watch this, and contribute in the comments sections of the videos, I am committed to seeing this challenge all the way through. Again, please tell your friends, please watch my channel Like a Hawk for the first video on June 1st. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.